And what's really emerged at this Congress is our deep concern in the mental well-being and health of our athletes.
Health and safety it's not negotiable. It's critical for any athlete or player. Obviously, in the world there are still huge problems and challenges. But again, you know, if the players are involved and they can make inputs, they can make their voices heard, we can certainly make sure that the athletes and the players have a safe environment to operate in.
Well, I think for sure that with health and safety, there needs to make sure that we have an exchange of best practices, that people recognize, you know, maybe what is a concern in another sport might not be in this sport, but where we can find synergy, that we need to come together. I know that, in particular, talking to the guys from rugby, and I know basketball, American football, concussion has been a big issue. We've had to push, I know, our respective leagues to first recognize and now to try to create solutions. But I know that we can exchange those. And I think the great thing, what we're finding out here is that health and safety is now going beyond just the physical breakdowns and injury, but now we're really having a concern and understand about mental health. And I think that part of health and safety is also our transition from our games and from our sports, the mental health, the emotional health and safety of our athletes, not only while they play, but what helps them to move on and be successful and productive citizens. And I think that's where we're starting to take it as well.
We think it's great. We're looking at, we have a lot of problems with concussions, and we'll look at doing a lot of work with that, how we can prevent concussions, but we also look at the issue as, you know, how to get the heart going if there's a trouble with the stroke or something like that. So we want to have that standardized, and so we see it as very important.
We have player associations in Europe who are doing mandatory training courses for CPR and first aid for players with the help of the Red Cross, and I think those type of initiatives needs to be implemented worldwide for the athletes, because health and safety is a really big issue for us, and we see that at the summit it's also an issue for a lot of other player associations.
Athletes are only successful if they're on the court and playing, so I think health and safety takes priority over a lot of other things. So I think that's something that on the basketball side, you know, it hasn't been a huge issue for us, but it's something that we got to be cognizant of and really protecting the players, whether it's through the CBAs or through the individual contracts, and finding a way to really take care of them so they can perform on the court.